Hello and welcome back to Knowledge Hub. Monday, April 9, 2018, 1:48 p.m. A large crack, stretching several kilometers, made a sudden appearance recently in southwestern Kenya. The tear, which continues to grow, caused part of the Nairobi-Narok highway to collapse. Initially, the appearance of the crack was linked to tectonic activity along the East African Rift. But although geologists now think that this feature is most likely an erosional gully, questions remain as to why it has formed in the location that it did and whether its appearance is at all connected to the ongoing East African Rift. For example, the crack could be the result of the erosion of soft soils infilling an old rift-related fault. The Earth is an ever-changing planet, even though in some respects change might be almost unnoticeable to us. Plate tectonics is a good example of this. But every now and again something dramatic happens and leads to renewed questions about the African continent splitting in two. The Earth's lithosphere, formed by the crust and the upper part of the mantle, is broken up into a number of tectonic plates. These plates are not static, but move relative to each other at varying speeds, gliding over a viscous asthenosphere. Exactly what mechanism or mechanisms are behind their movement is still debated, but are likely to include convection currents within the asthenosphere and the forces generated at the boundaries between plates. These forces do not simply move the plates around, they can also cause plates to rupture, forming a rift and potentially leading to the creation of new plate boundaries. The East African Rift system is an example of where this is currently happening. The East African Rift Valley stretches over 3,000 kilometers from the Gulf of Aden in the north towards Zimbabwe in the south, splitting the African plate into two unequal parts, the Somali and Nubian plates. Activity along the eastern branch of the Rift Valley, running along Ethiopia, Kenya and Tanzania, became evident when the large crack suddenly appeared in southwestern Kenya. Why does rifting happen? When the lithosphere is subject to a horizontal extensional force, it will stretch, becoming thinner. Eventually, it will rupture, leading to the formation of a rift valley. This process is accompanied by surface manifestations along the Rift Valley in the form of volcanism and seismic activity. Rifts are the initial stage of a continental breakup and, if successful, can lead to the formation of a new ocean basin. An example of a place on Earth where this has happened is the South Atlantic Ocean, which resulted from the breakup of South America and Africa around 138 meters years ago. Ever noticed how their coastlines match like pieces of the same puzzle? Maps made by Snyder Pellegrini in 1858 showing his idea of how the American and African continents may once have fitted together. Continental rifting requires the existence of extensional forces great enough to break the lithosphere. The East African Rift is described as an active type of rift, in which the source of these stresses lies in the circulation of the underlying mantle. Beneath this rift, the rise of a large mantle plume is doming the lithosphere upwards, causing it to weaken as a result of the increase in temperature, undergo stretching and breaking by faulting. Evidence for the existence of this hotter-than-normal mantle plume has been found in geophysical data and is often referred to as the African superswell. This superplume is not only a widely accepted source of the pull-apart forces that are resulting in the formation of the Rift Valley but has also been used to explain the anomalously high topography of the southern and eastern African plateaus. Thanks for watching and make sure to hit the like button and subscribe.